Okay, hello everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Coming to you a little late this week, but we've got live, so it is what it is.
Which is a new statement.
Yeah, new development, but
And I think it's quickly gonna go back to how it used to be.
yeah, this was the only week that it really was an issue. Like the
We
past 2
mainly
weeks.
just had spring break plans, and that was it.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, Maddie just got back from spring break. She went to DC with our parents and our sister who lives in DC. So they all hung out and had a good time. So, anything exciting about DC you wanted to mention or not really?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I got to hang out with my parents, and we got to see my older sister, Laurel. And I have to say, I know we made jokes last podcast how Laurel is the Frankie Jonas of this podcast, but like she actually listens to every single episode. Like when we were there, one got like released, and she's like, "Oh, I haven't listened to it yet." And then like the next day, she had listened to it, and then like we went to dinner, and she like was talking to me about it. Like she actually listens to the full thing. And then like I was telling like a story to mom and dad, and she's like, "Oh, you guys are talking about that on the podcast or whatever." Like she like really listens, which I like did not think she like. I thought she probably maybe tuned in for a little and then like didn't care, you know.
Mm-hmm. No, I love
But
that. Honestly, our
yeah, it's
biggest
cute.
supporter.
No, for real. But yeah, DC was good. It was my first time going to DC, so I got to see all the famous monuments and stuff. I stole the Declaration of Independence, but don't tell anyone.
Yeah, you lived out your national treasure fantasy.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, it was a fun week.
Well, good. I'm glad you guys had a good time. I'm sad that I didn't get to go. I mean, it is what it is, but it
Have
looks
you ever
like.
been to DC?
Mm-mm.
It's
So,
cool. We had also great weather, so it was really nice.
yeah, got the first sunburn of the year.
Yeah, my nose got a little pink, but
My
it's all right.
nightmare. As we've mentioned previously on the podcast, sunburn is like my biggest fear in life, so maybe for the best that I wasn't
Yeah.
there. Um okay, so this week I just want to like sort of preface the episode a little bit. We've got still like a couple interesting things to talk about. Um
Mm-hmm.
it's mainly going to be a music-centered podcast because we've got a lot of I feel like music is like back, which sounds stupid, but it's like, we've seen like people like starting to tour again, and now like all these like
Yeah.
groups are like after like their COVID hiatuses and like taking time to like make their new albums and stuff. I feel like everyone is now like
Oh
itching
yeah,
to
yeah.
like drop music, like come back, like tour, like do
No,
everything. So
100%. And it's low key a little overwhelming, but it's
yeah.
also like I'm here for it, but also like where do I have the time to watch all this content and listen to all this music, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like my bank account, like I want to go on all these tours, but
So we really want to talk a lot about that too, and also kind of talk about the Grammys because the Grammys are it's so crazy. Like the Oscars are this weekend and then the Grammys are next weekend. It's like back to back.
the Grammys are next weekend.
Oh wait, no, I totally made that up.
They're
No.
April 5th. I just
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
next weekend.
That's next weekend? Oh my god. Wait, why is that so soon? I didn't know they were like. I mean, I knew they were April 5th or April whatever that weekend is,
Oh
but I
wait, maybe it's
didn't
one more
know.
weekend.
But I didn't know how many
Wait,
weeks
they're
that was until then.
are you sure they're not April 3rd? Because that's a Sunday.
They're like the first weekend in April, I think.
Yeah, so next weekend. On the 3rd. It's Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I know,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
that
crazy. Wait,
crazy?
so the Oscars are this weekend?
Yeah, this Sunday.
Oh wow.
I know, that's what I'm
Oscars are
saying.
gonna
There's like
suck.
I know Grammys are about to eat the Oscars, so
Oh yeah.
but I don't know. Anyway, so all that to say, buckle in. We've got a music episode ahead. So the first thing I think we should talk about that has consumed Maddie and honestly me the past couple days is the Stray Kids come back, which is one of
Mm-hmm.
Maddie's favorite K-pop groups that she's mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I've sucked Sydney into it, and it's amazing for me.
she has sucked me in. Like, I can't even deny it at this point. I'm like,
No, yeah. It's crazy because it's like my first like real or yours too, I guess, kind of. But like K-pop or not K-pop. What am I saying? K-pop comeback. I mixed them together. Um, like to like be there live for, like we've obviously watched the BTS concerts, and like there's been things that have happened while we've like been in this new world, but it's like the first real like 12 o'clock the music drops and everyone streams the music video type thing, you know what I mean? So, and it didn't suck that I was in DC, but it was like a little harder because like I couldn't necessarily like stay up all night, But
mm-hmm.
I was able to like go down to the lobby because I didn't want to wake my parents up, and like I watched the music video down there and I listened through the album, and me and Sydney were like texting the whole time, and like I was on Twitter and I got like video reactions of myself watching it. So I was able to like enjoy it. And then like some of the members got COVID, so they have also kind of not been able to do everything they wanted to do. So like it was good. Like please don't think I'm saying that. But it's like I didn't really miss that much like performances and whatever. But so yeah. It
Yeah,
was
so
great.
they dropped an album. It's called Ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's
there's
technically a mini album,
yeah,
but
there's only
yeah,
6 songs, right?
7 songs.
7. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's right. Um, and it's like good. It's like I have said, and like I don't want people to like attack me for this, but it like some of the songs are very like Billie Eilish meets K-pop. Like
Mm-hmm.
especially like the first song on the album, Venom, like just like the interesting like backbeats and like the production just sounds very much like Phineas to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
And then there's one song on it that's like a ballad that's called Waiting for Us that like Maddie and I
Mm-hmm.
like cry in the club to. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like on TikTok or stuff be like, this is giving me like almost like High School Musical camp rock ballad vibes, and like it's not in like a cheesy way. I actually really don't think the song's like cheesy at all. I love it, but it
Hmm.
does give like the same vibes, and it's like, but like that's what I want, and I love those songs. So
Yeah.
like, no wonder I'm eating it up. You know what I mean?
No, I feel that. No,
But you go ahead.
I think that's a good comparison. It like it
Yeah,
just makes you feel like happy. Like those
but
songs
also like sad.
I know, well, I said this to you, like that song is like the perfect mix of happy and sad. It's like
Yeah.
very good at that. But
Hmm.
what's also exciting too with this is like because Maddie is like in the K-pop world now, like she literally bought the limited edition album and is like waiting for it to be shipped to her house because we've talked in previous episodes about like all the photo cards and stuff that they like put in their albums, and so like Maddie's eagerly awaiting to see what photo card she gets
And
because it's like randomized.
I've been trying to avoid people on Twitter like posting theirs just so like, because like I have seen the pictures, most of them, but like I really haven't like gone into depth, like zoomed in at them. You know what I mean? Like I'll see them and be like, oh, like that's a good picture, and then like I'll like kind of forget about it. So like it's supposed to come tomorrow, so I'm gonna do a whole unboxing, and like I'm so excited to get this album. Like, and then I went to Target yesterday just to see if they had any there, just to like look at them, because I probably wasn't even gonna buy one because I'm literally already bought one. But and they didn't have them, so I was like, oh man, like good thing I did buy one though. But yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's just like literally so many K-pop groups are like coming out with music and all this stuff, and like it's like a running joke that like everyone's like trying to release their music before BTS does in like the next
Mm-hmm.
like month or two, because there's like a rumor that like after the Grammys and like after the Las Vegas concert, like BTS is back.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all like, let's chart before like there's no way that we can't.
No, yeah. But also today, this morning, there was a new the Venom music video came out for Stray Kids, and like, so where was the warning? Like, I was not ready, but it was just so good.
No, it was so good.
It was so good. I was just like, I literally was just scrolling on Twitter and I saw it and I was like, what? And like literally it just came out and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
It
But
is.
yes.
But all in all, we love to see it.
I'm very happy. They also are supposed to get their first #1 on the Billboard charts. It's like comes out like Sunday or something. And they're like predicted to get it. And like if they get it, I'm just gonna be so happy for that. Like I don't know. I want them to get it so bad. I mean they're pretty much going to get it, I think, but
Yeah. So
it's
good.
crazy.
Well, on the other side, there is another comeback
I
that
also love how like now whenever an artist comes out with a new album or something, I call it a comeback.
no, I
It's like I'm the
know.
only one calling it this, but okay.
Instead of like a new album, it's like they didn't come back from anything. Like they literally were touring. Like Harry toured last year, like 5 months ago. Like come back, what? But yes. So a big development in my life and therefore Maddie's life by proxy because I have made her a Harry Styles fan over the years. Harry is back. Well, not yet, but yes, he is back. I'm making that an affirmative statement. So I haven't ever really on the podcast heavily disclosed my relationship with Harry Styles, and I feel like I almost want to save that for when like his single comes out or like the album comes out and do like a whole episode just on him. But I've been a fan since 2010 when One Direction first got started, so I've been with this man through a lot. And I am so excited that he is going to be releasing his third album soon because his first self-titled album meant so much to me. It was released on my 17th birthday. Like I literally woke up the
The
morning of my
album was
17th.
or just Sign of the Times?
No, the album. Sign of the Times
Oh,
was
okay.
released in April.
Oh.
And it was like April 6th, I want to say, or something like that. And I woke up the morning of my 17th birthday and like drove to school listening to the album, and I was just like, this is the best day ever. Like it's my birthday, like this album came out, so I was just so happy. And then Fine Line came out and Fine Line was like great, and I was like, yes, but the word on the street is that HS3 is going to be released May 20th. So having Harry Styles self-titled and this new album both be May babies, I'm a May baby, I'm just like, I stay winning, basically. But the fucking annoying thing about this man is like he's inherited now all of like Taylor Swift's toxic traits when it comes to like being sus and promoting things. So like ever since Fine Line, like when he did all the like Eroda stuff with Adore You, if you're familiar, like his whole like fake world marketing scheme on Twitter, it's like now he just does this for everything. So there's like this huge thing, which is what made people think like, oh, the comeback is coming, is like there was these like newspaper ads that were like seen all around the world, and they like all had like images, and they said like you are home on them. And then later a website came out called yourhome.co, and it's literally just like a door, and like every single day you like go on the website and you click on the door and like it opens up slightly to like an image, and like people go and like find the image and like figure out what it is. And so everyone was like figuring like being like this is relating to Harry, but like kind of speculating, like not exactly knowing if it was or wasn't. And every day it would be like a different thing and people would like find the pictures. So like the first day it was like the spine of like I think the author's name's Murakami. If I'm mispronouncing that wrong, I'm really sorry, but like Harry's mentioned before that like that's one of his favorite authors. And then the other day it was another book too that Harry had seen like reading before. And then yesterday it was a picture of the world, but it was like upside down. And then today it was
like mushrooms.
it was a puzzle of mushrooms. And so I've been reading a bunch of theories, and people think it's a couple things. So the first thing is that I like literally saved the TikTok. This is also like I didn't come up with any of this, so whatever, but it's the first thing was like the name of it was like Emerson, of like the person that wrote the book. The second day was Murakami. The next day, like the person who did the art or something had like a name that began with O, and then today it was like a name that began with C. And so
And it's
people
like,
think it's
I
spelling
think I saw
welcome
this
backwards.
backwards.
And that means that there's 3 more days, which would mean that the single would come out on Friday, which is what people are thinking. And then also, there was another thing too I wanted to say. I'm trying to remember. Oh, also, people think it has to do with things he did during quarantine. So, like, he read books, he did puzzles, and like the world being upside down was because like the world got put on its head during COVID times. And then I also saw another theory, which I don't know if you've seen this, but it's like the Alice in Wonderland theory, where like the mushrooms with uh like in Alice in Wonderland, you know the guy that like the caterpillar that smokes the cigar or whatever or the hookah. He in Alice in Wonderland he asks like who are you, and she replies with like I don't even know myself. So like it's tying back to the do you know who you are thing. But then also like Alice's world is turned upside down when she falls down the rabbit hole, and like she has to use like the key to unlock the door in like Alice in Wonderland. So people are thinking that it's like could be a Alice in Wonderland mushroom trip album, which I wouldn't put it past him to be completely honest.
I also saw stuff because he's going on tour, I think in July, the what is it? European tour.
Mm-hmm.
And like the pit is called like kitchen and house or like
Yeah,
bedroom or something. So people think it's like, and also I saw that like I don't know how real or like fact check this is, but there were people that I guess that like work at Target that saw like what the album is called and like when it's coming out, and it's technically called Welcome Home. I think is what they're saying, right? Or
Welcome Home or
Home,
Harry's Home or
Harry's
something.
Home, something like that. And so like I think this is like probably right because like then you tie it to like what the pits are called and like the door and like the whole like basically like what quarantine was and stuff, like just being in your house, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean I think it's very true, and it always, and today Harry or the account, what is it called, you are
You
home or
are
something,
home.
you are home, they followed Harry or Harry
No,
followed
Harry
them.
followed them.
Harry followed them on Twitter and Instagram. So
So
like
it's like
it's
confirmed that
confirmed
it's
it's
him.
Harry, you know what I mean? Like whether or
Yeah.
not it's a single or something, but like it's gonna be a single.
Yeah. So people are thinking single out
Oh,
on
and then there was, sorry to interrupt you. He was filming a music video and he's like in the streets of LA on a bed, and it's like
yeah.
okay. So yeah, there's that too.
So yeah, people are speculating single potentially Friday, but if not Friday, like definitely one of the Fridays before Coachella. And Coachella is the 15th of April, so there's only like 2 Fridays
Mm.
before then.
I forgot about Coachella.
So I think he'll release the single before then. And then yeah, Target actually leaked the date of Fine Line last time. Like people that worked at Target leaked it, and it ended up being 100% accurate. So I kind of
Mm-hmm.
believe that the Target thing is true. And the Target thing says that the album will come out May 20th.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. He is going on a tour, but also it kind of makes sense. And if you're unfamiliar, Harry Styles' manager, Jeffrey Azoff, his dad owns the Forum in LA, like the arena. And the Forum on May 20th is not booked out by anyone. Like, no one's performing. So people think he might be doing another one night only at the Forum that
Mm.
day, like he did for Fine Line. So the pieces are kind of fitting together. But I'm so excited. I just love
Yeah.
new music. And like, not
So
to
do you think he'll perform it on the tour?
I,
Probably, right?
mm,
But it's also like, isn't the tour just like Harry Styles Love on Tour? So it's technically like he does have to perform Fine Line, but it's also like if the new album's out, like bro, we want to hear that, you know?
I know that's the only thing that like
That's
is
something that is a
confusing
little
to
weird,
me.
yeah.
I think he'll definitely perform the new single.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about all the other stuff.
Yeah. Because when does that tour start? Like July or June?
No, I think it starts sooner than that.
Oh. So maybe
I
he
think it
won't
might
do it
go.
because then that wouldn't
I
make
think it might
sense.
be May. I'm gonna look up
Oh, so
literally.
then he'll probably just do the
Oh no, it
single.
starts. There's. It starts in June,
I know it.
June 11th. But it goes from June to
So like,
December.
yeah,
So it's like he's not gonna not release something for like those 6 months. Like that's just weird.
yeah, I agree.
But I'm so excited because not to be that person, but Fine Line got a little overplayed for me. Like she's tired. Like she's good. I love her, but I like need some variety. Like I was going back to Harry
H's
Styles, like
one.
Self Titled, like and
H's
like
one is better
vibing.
than Fine Line, and like that's a fact.
There are a lot of people that agree with you. Actually, there are also a lot of people that don't. I can't decide.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
like Fine Line. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, I don't know. I
I
just
just
think
like
Sign
H's
of the
one.
Times is like the greatest song ever.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's his best song ever, and it's like crazy that that was his first solo song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will forever say that he got snubbed for a Grammy for Sign of the Times.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, sorry, like Watermelon Sugar is a good song and like it did amazing on the charts and stuff.
Yeah, but it's
But like
crazy that
that
Watermelon
he won
Sugar
a
gets the
yeah,
Grammy
that he won a Grammy
and
for that
not
and
Sign of
not
the
Sign of
Times.
the Times. You're kidding.
Yeah, no, that is crazy.
It's just
That's funny. Is he nominated this week or this? I think he
no. What would he?
is.
No, what would he be
No, I think he
nominated for?
actually is because no, it is. It's like it's like Fine Line's nominated for some like random dumb thing, and people are like, "How did it get
Oh,
nominated again?" But
oh
it
yeah, it
did.
is. It is. I think I do remember that actually because I was everyone was like question marks.
1 second, my mom just came in. We're recording the podcast.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
Have fun.
Thanks.
All good.
Sorry about that.
No, I think.
But
Yeah,
like
I think he
nothing
might be.
crazy.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
it's not gonna be on the
I
show.
think it. I think it's like a production thing. I don't even think like it's really for him.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
album art or like something weird or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. It's something
I don't
weird.
know.
Yeah. It won't get aired.
Yeah, and he probably won't win anyway. So, but yes, so I'm very excited about the Harry Styles comeback, and also that ties into Coachella, because a lot of he's headlining Coachella, so like people are like, well, he's gonna release the single before Coachella because like it would make sense to like headline Coachella and like have a new single and like
And
some people
promote
were
it that
thinking,
way.
yeah, some people were thinking like surprise single at Coachella. But I think Harry Styles is too much of a narcissist where he wants people to be able to
To know
sing
the
his
lyrics.
song back to him. Like he likes the idea of like the attention of people knowing his music. So I think he would release it beforehand so that people could like prep the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it would just be like really awkward if like everyone was jamming to Watermelon Sugar and then all of a sudden like crowd goes quiet when you like drop
Or
a new
like
song.
he could release the first one like Friday, like this week, and then like he'll definitely sing that one. Everyone know the words, and then he may like release another single before the album comes out. You know,
Yeah, well that's what he did for Fine
last
Line.
time, yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, but there's like, have you seen the drama with Coachella though?
Mm-mm. Oh, is it about like vaccination stuff?
Yeah.
It's like not required, right?
Yeah, you don't have to have a vaccine and you don't have to show like a negative COVID test or anything and you don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
So it's about to be a super spreader and then we're going to just it's going to like restart the pandemic again. That
Isn't it
Coachella
in
alone.
California?
Yeah, but it's in it's in the desert, so it's in like a really remote, I think like traditionally red part of the state. And like the laws in California, if I'm correct, or it goes by like county guidelines. And
Because I was
so
gonna say like LA is pretty strict. I feel like.
yeah, that county that Coachella's in, like the valley or whatever it is like super lenient on COVID. So they don't have to like follow any rules. But people fly out for Coachella, so everyone's gonna get COVID and everyone's gonna go back to like Chicago and New York and all their respective places that they live and then like restart.
It's just crazy that the brand like Coachella isn't making them, even if like the government or whatever says you don't have to. Like But
Well,
like, hasn't Coachella had some other controversies in the past?
yeah, I mean, I feel like all music festivals have controversies.
Yeah, you know what I think is like, actually, I don't know anything about this music festival, so I really shouldn't say anything. But like, one that I think I like is Lollapalooza. But like, do they have controversy? I don't know.
I mean, nothing I've like particularly heard.
I think like one of them's in Chicago. I feel like that's
That's
so sick.
Lollapalooza. It's
Yeah, I
literally in
know.
like the middle of the city, like in a park.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
I also think their lineups are usually like pretty good.
Yeah, they are pretty good. But
Coachella's overrated. Let's be real, also.
music festivals in general are overrated. I said what I said.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the appeal. It sounds nice in like words, but in practice,
Yeah,
also, I've never been to one, so like I haven't had any practice. But it just low key sounds miserable.
yeah. I just, as we touched in a previous episode, like I don't do tight crowds and like suffocation. And that's like the entire part of a music festival. It's like you either stand in the way back and like can barely, like can't even see them, to where it's like you can't even really vibe because you're just like, I can't even like hear what's going on. Or you're like up in the middle and you like can't breathe and you're like gonna pass out. Like that's just not my vibe.
Yeah, and they're just so expensive. Like,
Yeah, and also
it's like 3 days usually.
it's like usually like hot, and like
Yeah,
the weather's usually, I always end up like mega hot and sunny, or it's like raining and then you get cold. It just like never seems like
yeah,
an ideal situation. So I don't know,
yeah.
but yeah. But I don't know. I don't know who else is headlining. I think Billie Eilish
Billy,
is.
Kanye.
Kanye is, but there's a petition for him not to.
Well, because he didn't want Billy to perform because Billy was rude to Travis Scott or whatever, but she didn't say nothing about him.
And also, I don't even think she was rude to Travis Scott either.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
It was because she was helping a fan in the audience who passed out, and like that, like Kanye was like, "Oh, a fan passed out. Oh, Travis Scott. Oh, you hate Travis Scott. Don't perform at Coachella." And it's like, okay, now how did we get here?
Yeah. It's like if anyone's the villain in this story, it's literally Travis Scott. Like,
Yeah, it's still Travis Scott.
like what? But speaking of Kanye, and like we wanted to talk about the Grammys, did you see the Kanye drama about the Grammys?
No, I don't think so.
They're not letting him perform anymore due to his behavior online.
As they should. I
That's
mean,
why
I hate
people-
the Grammys, but also like
That's
go
why
off.
people are like wanting him to not perform at Coachella too. Like there's a petition. But yeah, no, the Grammys were literally like, you are like a
How
menace
did I
to
not see
society.
that?
You are no longer allowed to perform at the Grammys.
So did he like react to that?
I don't know. But I just found out about it. But like watch him pull a Taylor Swift thing again where he like shows
Just
up.
shows up.
He shows up to the Grammys instead of the VMAs, and he just like barges in. He's like, I'm on the list, like gets up on the stage, like goes up on the stage like during the performer that was supposed to be his slot, and he just like starts like destroying
Is Dada
shit.
nominated?
I don't know. I don't understand his albums. Like I think
He
he's
has to be because
No,
they
he
wouldn't
is.
be like,
He
you
is.
can't come if he like wasn't even nominated, you know?
No, he is. But I think I don't understand his albums because I am pretty sure he's released this album like 6 different times. Like I think he has 5 Donda albums. Like, am I wrong?
No, it's like he has like 5 listening parties, but it's like you can listen to the album on Spotify. And it's like, but it's like
know.
everyone tunes into them, and I guess it's something different. There's a lot of like remixes, I guess, but it's also like I don't think he's actually released new music since the original album like came out. But it also the album got delayed like 20 times or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
honestly, the whole Kanye situation is like fucking wild.
Yeah,
Like he needs help. Like
I know.
it's just so sad because like obviously like having a mental illness is no excuse for his behavior. Like
Yeah.
he needs to like get help, but it's just like if he tried, like he could probably be like a good person. like I don't know, like he has done, like you can't deny that he's had like a really successful career, like especially in the past too, and it's
No,
just
I
like
like low-key like old Kanye music. Like,
yeah,
I'm not even gonna front.
it's just like so sad to like see all of that go to waste because
Mm-hmm.
he's now just like a terrible person.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
And then like, even just like the Kim drama with him, I'm just like I can't with you.
Yeah. Well, and then like what he's like, I don't know if it was a music video or whatever, but that thing with Pete Davidson and how he like put him, I think it was a music video, but like how he put him in the music video. Did you see this?
Yes, and threatened like buried him, like threatened to
Well,
like kill
no,
him or
well,
whatever.
like in the music video, I'm pretty sure, like trigger warning, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure his head like comes
No, it's
off
like it's like
and
a
then they
headless
bury
shot, I
him.
think.
Yeah.
I don't understand
Like,
how like he can't get like legally in trouble for that.
I
Like that's
know.
inciting violence. Like that's a literal threat. Like
Yeah.
how is that not taken down?
I don't know.
It's just it's like actually crazy to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And I just have so many other issues too with him, like, and how he airs all his like family drama like on social media. It's like the way he
Mm.
talks about his kids on the internet is so inappropriate, and like he does it under the guise of like wanting his family to be back together. But it's like if you really gave a
Mm-hmm.
shit about your kids and their feelings, you wouldn't be like bashing your ex-wife's parenting decisions about your kids on the internet.
Yeah. And it's also like he's mad that his kids have TikTok. Like, dude, get over yourself.
Yeah, like your daughter's what, like 10? Like she's gonna have a TikTok.
And it's also like it's not like she's just randomly posting on TikTok. Like her comments are off. I'm pretty sure probably every video she posts gets reviewed by someone. You know
It
what I mean?
does.
Her mom is in half of them. Like I'm pretty sure it's okay. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like he's like, I don't want people to know like what my children do or what they look like. And it's like I can respect if you like want your
Yeah.
kids to like have a private life and like you're not into them like being addicted to social media. Like that's like separate from the issue, but also like at the same time, your wife is a reality television star. Like your kids are never going to be incognito. Like their parents are Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Like whether or not that's the right thing or not, it's like people are always going to know who Northwest is and what
Yeah.
Northwest looks
And
like. Like
it's also like if you wanted her to be private, you had to do that from the get-go. You know what I mean? Like you
mhm.
can't just choose after 10 years of her life is on like it's everyone has seen. You can't just be like, "Oh no." You know what I mean? Like it's inevitable at this point.
Yeah. But I don't know. He's a mess.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Grammys are coming up.
Mhm.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited for the Grammys. But it's also like I low-key still hate the Grammys, so like it's a love-hate relationship I got.
Okay, well, I think you should probably speak on why you hate the Grammys because, like, people probably don't know.
Okay, but I also it's just like we hate the Grammys. Like the Grammys suck for everyone. I
Yeah.
think.
Well,
Well, I
I
mean,
I have two kind of like two different issues with the Grammys. I'll talk about the first one because I don't think that's the one that you would talk about. But the first one being, I'm convinced that a certain someone, Scooter
Scooter
Braun,
Braun.
pays off the Grammys to get Justin
Mhm.
Bieber nominated, and it pisses
Mhm.
me off because I'm sorry, Justin Bieber is not that great. Like he's
No.
fine, whatever. Like okay, cool, good for him, live your life. But like he does not deserve to be nominated for a Grammy every single year. I said what I said, you can attack me. I know people thirst for him, but like it's just not true. And like there's even been like proof that like Scooter Braun like pays the Billboard charts and like pays the
Mhm.
Grammys to like get his artists up on the top and whatever. So it's like the whole Grammys becomes a fraud. And then there was the whole stuff with the Weeknd
Oh
a
yeah.
couple years ago, and like I'm just convinced that the Grammys are like rigged, and like it's not about the integrity. And like I've always kind of known this, but like it's not about the integrity of the music. It's about like what makes them the most money through like
Yeah.
viewers and like stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%. But which is very funny because Scooter Braun, which is this just goes into another reason, but Scooter Braun also owns a part of Hybe, which is the company BTS is under. So you would think, oh, BTS got nominated. Also, like BTS is the biggest boy group in the world. Like they're crazy famous. I could even go as far as saying like they're probably top 5, 10 famous musicians in the world right now. actually top 5. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're crazy. So like they don't need help also to win a Grammy and like or to get a nomination. Like that's not the point I'm trying to make here. But it's like the fact that they didn't win their nomination, and to be fair, Rain on Me by Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande won, which is like I streamed the song. I liked the song, but you cannot like see the fact that Rain on Me versus was it Butter or something? I don't even know. I don't think Dynamite. I don't know.
Yeah, it
Like
was one of
any
the
other
two.
BTS song wouldn't beat Rain on Me. Like, it's just no comparison. So like the fact that they didn't win the Grammy, and they also put their performance at the very last minute of the show and their award. And so they had Army, who's obviously BTS fans, and like, well, there's thousands of them, watch the whole show, watch their performance, and watch them not win the award. It was a little like, okay, dude. And they promoted them thousands of times on ads and different commercials and everything. Like they used BTS basically.
Yeah.
And it's just horrible. And then the fact also that this year they only get nominated for one, which is the same one they got nominated as like best group or duo performance. But it's like they had multiple other chances they could have got nominated and should have got nominated for, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we're biased, but I agree. I think it is a snub. But like it also too like it's so interesting because for some reason like music organizations like hate BTS
Yeah.
because they hate like ARMY, and I'm convinced that it's just misogyny. Like they just hate
Yeah.
young teenage girls and think that they can't determine what's good music and that they only like them. Like that's why One Direction like never got nominated for Grammys
Mm-hmm.
because like people were like, well, it's not real music. And da, 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's like, okay, so what's real music? Fucking Kanye and Justin Bieber? Like sorry,
Yeah.
like what? Like I don't know. It's just so crazy that it's like, it's like who carried the Beatles? Like teenage girls. Like, and
Yeah.
y'all ain't gonna tell me that that music is like banging.
Yeah, no,
It
for real.
it just makes me so mad. It's just like, God forbid, like you nominate a boy band for a Grammy. Like it's a good song. Like why is there gotta be all this like other like extra shit involved? I don't know. I
I
get worked
know.
up.
No, it's horrible. And there's also like at least in my opinion, like a racial like problem there, because like of course like the only people who are like for, actually I don't know entirely. You could talk about this.
Talk about what?
I don't know. Can we cut this out?
No, but like, what are you trying to say? I can
Like,
help
you know
you.
what I mean? Like they
You think it's like, oh, it's interesting that like, of course, like the white dudes get nominated,
yeah.
but like the international band that like doesn't speak English like is conveniently not
Yeah.
nominated. Yeah, well, yes, it's very much catering to like the Western media
Yeah.
pop culture success.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad to say. I just didn't think
Yeah.
you.
No, I just didn't know how to word it correctly.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that's like true.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're obviously going to nominate Justin Bieber over BTS because they probably want to cater to the white people.
And also, I just feel so bad because, and BTS know like they like don't like they don't need a Grammy, you know what I mean? But these boys want a Grammy so bad, and I just feel so bad. Like I just like please give them the Grammy this year. I
know.
cry.
I'm like actually stressed about it. Like I just want them to win so bad because they were so excited to be nominated last time, and like they stayed up to like watch the whole show, and
like they were in Korea and they stayed up like all night to watch the show, and like their reaction video of them losing, and then they did a V Live afterwards, and which also had more viewers than the Grammys did, and they were like just saying like Army, like it's okay, like don't feel sad, like we're okay, but like you can tell these boys were so sad.
I know, it just breaks my heart. Like I just give it to them, and then like everyone will be happy. Like
for real.
And it's like this year they're performing again too, so it's like, are they gonna be the closing again, and then you're gonna fucking not give them the award? I don't know.
But I also feel like now it's like if they don't give them the award, it's like, but which sucks also because then it's like, oh, they just gave them the award because of what happened last year. But it's like, no, they still deserve the award, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like they're giving them out of pity because they don't want what happened last year to happen again. It's like, I think they still deserve the award, but also like if they don't give it to them, there will be riots.
I know, and then if they give it to them, there's going to be some people that are like, "This is a pity award," yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like, well, now we can't even fucking win
Enjoy
either
it.
way.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just annoying. But there's some pretty decent stuff nominated for Grammys this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like our girl Olivia Rodrigo nominated for like literally every fucking
7,
award
8.
at the Grammys. Literally 7. She's gonna sweep.
Crazy. Oh yeah, and deserved.
Honestly, I'm so excited. Can you imagine like you write your first album at 17 and then like release it and then like you win 7 Grammys like all in like 2-year span? Like that is fucking wild.
It's crazy.
I just love her so much.
Mm-hmm. Who else is nominated?
I know Doja Cat's nominated for a lot. I'll pull up the list on my phone.
I like Doja.
Me too. I realized because of TikTok, I literally
I know every Doja Cat
ever, but only like 45 seconds.
No, yeah, same. But it's also like there's got to be some science about that because that's like crazy how every single one of her TikTok songs goes viral. Or not TikTok songs, her songs go viral on TikTok.
No, what are her TikTok songs? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it literally feels like that.
Okay, wait, hold on. This is not loading. Grammy nominations. I think Meg is nominated for something too.
I was gonna say that too. I'm trying to think what else like came out.
Kanye's nominated. Oh, Evermore is nominated for like one award. Okay, wait, here they are. Oh, Billy's nominated for stuff like Happier Than Ever is nominated. Justin Bieber's like whole album's nominated. Her is nominated for something. Lil Nas is also nominated.
Oh, I loved his album. I actually really did like it.
Yeah, Best New Artist. You know who's nominated for Best New Artist? You'll know when I tell you.
Oh, I don't know.
Jimmy Allen.
Oh, right. I remember that. We love him.
He won't win though because Olivia is also nominated.
Which is crazy because she's also nominated for the Big Four.
No, I know.
So it's like, is she a new artist?
It's like new artist, but also just artist nominated in every category. Okay, see, I think BTS like really does have a good shot.
The only one, it's Silk Sonic, right? That worries me.
No, it's Justin Bieber and Benny Blanco. Their song "Lonely."
But you know what? It's better. It could have been worse. It could have been the Justin Bieber and the Kid Laroi song "Stay" because that
song,
charted for weeks. You know what I mean?
But the only other thing is that they're also against "Kiss Me More" by Doja and SZA.
I know. See, it's looking kind of hard this year. What is it? Butter for BTS? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I just hope they win.
Me too.
Yeah, the rest of the stuff's like pretty much. It's literally just like repeat of like the same things.
Yeah, I feel like it is very much like similar, which is going to be interesting because it's like, is one person just going to sweep all of them, or is it like, oh, everyone's just going to get an award?
Yeah, I don't know. Halsey's nominated for an award though for like best alternative music album, and if she wins and BTS wins, there's going to be the cutest content for like all of them because they're besties,
and we love.
Yeah. I made a controversial statement about Halsey the other day. I don't know if I should say it.
Do you want to share?
I guess I can. I hope there's no like Halsey
I think it's
fans.
that bad.
I just said, like, I love Halsey. I think she's great. I just said that, like, it's very interesting, like, how commercially successful she is because I don't think she's that great of a singer. Like, I listen to her music, like, when it comes on, like I have no problem with it. And like I was saying to Maddie, like get your bag, like live your life, like be a performer. But I just think it's interesting, like her voice isn't that like traditionally good. Like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It's not like you know, it's like some people have like voices and then like some people don't. But I just think like a lot of her songs are like not super like crazy like vocally and stuff. So I just thought it was interesting that like she's not like traditionally the best singer, but like she does really well in the industry. I just thought it was
Yeah. Well, she got like first, like, she would always get clowned on like that italic size, like singing was what people
yeah,
called it, like, oh, yeah, like that
yeah,
stuff. But I feel
yeah,
like she doesn't really do that anymore. To be fair, I don't really listen to that much Halsey.
yeah. I don't know. I just think it's interesting
But
that like she
yeah.
still has such a like.
But I think, I mean, this is kind of random, but I really like her. Like, I follow her on Twitter, and all her tweets are like great.
No, she seems really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't really, and I think her music is more like people like, at least with like the stuff that doesn't get mainstream, which I understand this is your point, like how does it get mainstream? But the stuff that isn't, I feel like it's more like it's like about the lyrics and the meanings to the song than her voice, you know? Because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
hers is more like it's like she puts a lot into it and like a lot of like art and stuff into it. So I think
Yeah,
like
it's
that
just
maybe.
interesting because I like never feel like I like intersect on like Twitter or the internet to like where the Halsey stands are. Like I never
I
like
get a couple actually,
oh, okay. I like never and
but
I
they're
like
really nice.
no, I'm sure they are, but I
No,
just like
yeah.
it's not like I like stand certain people that like also stand these other groups that I'm like familiar with. It's like I never am like, oh, here are the Halsey stands. But then it's
Mm-hmm.
like she like does well, so then I'm like, well, clearly there's fans. I just
Yeah.
can't see them.
No, okay, I have a question about that because some people, like, I'm trying to think of an example while I'm talking, but some people, like, clearly do well, but it's like, who is listening to their music? Like, do they have stands? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always think that because I'm like, how is
Who do
this?
you think like do you can I know
I
you're
try
saying
to
you're trying to
think.
think.
Uh, um, I think.
If you can, it's okay. I feel like there's also the reverse action sometimes. Like sometimes songs go like super popular and you're like, who is like really like listening
Okay,
to
like the
this?
freaking this I have a great example for that ABCDEFU song. Like I understand it
Oh
went
yeah.
viral on TikTok, but how is it still charting? Like who is listening to this song?
Yeah, it's a no from me.
I can't think of an example the other way, but I feel like it's a thing.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure it is. Like I get what you're saying. I feel like I do that with everything. I'm like, how is this happening? Like where are these
Yeah.
people just like coming from? But you know, is what it is, I guess. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to mention about the Grammys.
Is
There's
Olivia performing?
yeah, I was about to say there are like good performances too. So,
Are there?
yeah, like I think Doja's performing. I think Meg the Stallion's performing maybe.
I thought only like 5 performances have gotten confirmed.
It's like BTS, Olivia, Doja
I know
Cat,
like Brandy Carlisle
Brandy
and
Carlisle.
someone else who I don't know because I was like, I know Brandy Carlisle, but I was like, who is this person?
I don't know. I think that's pretty good.
No, I mean, yeah.
I mean, there are always like years where I'm like, I literally don't know this person at all.
I got flashbacks or memories, I guess is what they're called, from my Snapchat story for when last year's Grammy was, and it's so funny because it's me freaking out over like Harry Styles opening the show and like the green boa, like that was the first time he wore a boa, no, because that like
No, it was. He
the whole
literally like
fandom
Party City is indebted to
was
him.
like, thank God he wore a green boa at the Grammys.
No,
Like,
literally.
literally crazy. Like, I can't believe that started the
It was
boa
the first time he was ever
thing.
like shirtless too in like a
Yeah,
public performance.
yeah, and it was great. So I like remember freaking about that, and then I was freaking out about like Taylor with folklore, and I think it was just folklore at that time. And then Beyonce like randomly
Mm.
showed up, and Meg and Beyonce won, and Beyonce got like her 28th Grammy or something. But then I was also freaking out because I watched the BTS performance, and I was like, man, these guys are so pretty. Like I was like, oh my god, I like love BTS. Like kind of as a joke, but also like that was a great performance. Like I can't even deny. And also like they're so good looking. Like what? But it's just crazy to see me now a year and be like, wow, she has no idea what's coming for her.
No, I know. No, that was so good. I literally have like screenshots on my phone of like our family group chat of you, me, mom, and dad talking about Harry's performance, and literally all of us just like thirsting over him. Like, Mom
that's like his hair looks great.
Yeah, Dad was like, our dad always says like lettuce to refer to like people's hair, and so literally he's like, that man has great lettuce. He's like, just looking fresh, and Mom just being like, he is everything, and me just being like, me just literally being like, I am dying, like I am so in love with this man, and Maddie being like, wow, he's just perfect, like literally so funny.
It is funny. I remember that. It was good.
I love too that like we low key got our parents like into Harry Styles. Like,
oh yeah,
my dad like I feel like wouldn't admit it, but like he really does like Harry Styles, and he'll send me.
I think he will admit it.
Okay, well he'll send me like screenshots of he loves watermelon sugar like so much.
Oh my god, this man!
Screenshots of him listening to it and being like morning song today, like just randomly, and it literally makes me so happy that he like loves Harry Styles.
He has this thing like every Friday we like come home for dinner because he gets off of work early, so we go to an early dinner and then we come home and he just turns Alexa on and he like just sorry if I just put everyone's Alexas on, but he like plays like just his playlist, but it's like I swear Watermelon Sugar is on it like 20 times. I'm like, oh my god, he's listening to Watermelon Sugar again. Oh my, and he's like just singing it in the living room like by himself with like the lights off. Like
vibing.
It's so really funny.
I can't wait for when we get to that point with when like Dad starts enjoying BTS. Like it's gonna be a process, but it's like Mom's already like trying to learn the members, and like she gets it, but she like doesn't really know them. Mom always like tries to like learn about it, but then she like kind of forgets, and she's like, no, you did say that, but like I don't really know, but she's like trying. But like when we hear Dad like start to play Butter in the background, like that's when we know that we've like solidified it. And when he starts making like Jungkook jokes, that's
to be
like
fair,
when we know.
Jungkook is his bias. I showed him a picture of them and he said Jungkook is his favorite.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, I think he picked Jungkook in one photo and then Yoongi in another photo, which is like, of course I'm his son. Like, those are my two, you know? But, yeah.
No, I just
Mom's
can't
is
wait.
Taeyang. So we have, why is this like
Mom has to take a back seat. Mom needs a new bias. I already share him with enough of the world. Mom can't join in. No, I just can't wait because like Dad will always like just randomly like try and like sound like, you know, like when your parents try and sound like cool kids, and he'll be like, so what's Harry up to or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait for him to start doing that. He's like, so what's Namjoon doing today? Like, I can't, like, I am just, I will literally die.
Or like he ends up seeing like articles. He's like, "Oh, did you see Namjoon got COVID or something?"
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like his like USA Today like news. He'll like send the article. He'll be like, "Oh my gosh, did you see 3 out of 7 BTS members have COVID or something?" I'm like, "How do you know this?" But that is what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, it will be. It'll be so good. So, I mean, we've been going for like 53 minutes. Do you just want to do the bias and like cut it a little early today?
Sure.
Okay. So, do you want to do your bias first?
Okay, to be fair, my bias was going to be the Stray Kids come back, but we kind of already talked about it, so I need a little time. To be fair,
so was mine.
Oh, we're just going to talk about it again?
Yes, because you have already done Stray Kids as your bias before, so I was like, I can finally do it because she won't do it.
No, I was totally just going to do it again.
And because I like have actually like gotten into my Stray Kids era like this week.
Okay, you can do it and I'll think of something else.
Okay. So everyone, my bias drumroll please is Stray Kids, because I've finally been sucked in by Madi. I'm not gonna really talk about like what we already talked about. I'm just gonna talk about like me with Stray Kids. I like went down a rabbit hole and I don't regret it, but now I'm also like, it's a lot. Like now I'm like, oh my god, now I have to like restart all over again. So I'm in my Stray Kids era. My bias is Chan, for anyone who cares. I'm really enjoying it. It's like interesting to like see the difference in like the different K-pop groups. And it's like fun. I don't know. I like their stuff, like their music, vibing. So that's what I've really been up to. And also like I've been slowly getting into 17 too, which is like Maddie's other K-pop group. So I'm kind of like, you know, filling the BTS hole in my heart at the moment. But
with great
power
not
comes great
replacements.
responsibility.
Shut up. Not with replacements, but with great what's the word? Do you know what I mean?
Additions?
Sure. Are you done?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, also wait, I have to add something. Sydney found, and actually to be honest with you, I hadn't watched it before, but Sydney found this random, I think she found pictures of it and then she found the V Live, but she found this random V Live of my bias segment, but she is like obsessed with this V Live. A V Live's like a live stream also, by the way.
Yeah, like an Instagram live or something.
Yeah. But she it's like Suman with like these really cute glasses that are like too big for his face and this hat, and then he's like has a little stuffed animal, but Cindy just thinks he looks like the cutest thing in the world, and he totally does. Like, do not get me wrong.
For people that are watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see this, but okay, wait. Oh. Wait.
You might just need to insert it.
Yeah, let me like turn the brightness up. Maybe that'll help. Okay.
There you go.
Well, you can't really tell. I'll try and insert it on the YouTube video if I can, but
but she's literally like cried over this.
It was like genuinely the cutest person like I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Like actually, like, and I'm talking like including like babies and toddlers. Like I look at this photo and it just brings me so much joy because like the way he's dressed, it's like a 5-year-old in the most endearing way ever. And like he's just like smiling and like sipping his iced coffee with like his fucking like Harry Potter glasses on. And it like like I genuinely think like that photo made me be like I need to stand Stray Kids.
I just love it because like I always think it's cute and like Suman's my bias, but like Sydney like has some weird attachment to this picture.
Yeah, but like only those pictures.
Yeah. But I love it. Okay.
Right. I'm interested to see what you just pulled out.
It's kind of lame, so like just bear with me. But my bias of the week is this TV show called 2521. It's a K-drama. It's on Netflix. I started it Sunday. I downloaded an episode on the plane and watched the first episode on the plane. And to be fair, I only am on episode 3, but like this is how much I love it. Because I thought I had an idea of what the show was about, but like I think I kind of just made that idea up in my head. Like it is what it's about, kind of, but there's so much more going on in the show, which is actually really interesting and like really good. And it's really cool because it's a ton of like flashbacks, which is sometimes like hard to understand. Like it's like sometimes like I really like if they do it right. I love like a flashback movie or TV show where you like switch back into like between the two, or like sometimes it's just like really bad and it could either be A, confusing, or B, just like not good.
Yeah,
but this one I think does like pretty good at it. But like I think it was nice that like I thought I had an idea going into it, but like now I like really have no idea what's gonna happen, and like I'm actually trying my hardest now to not see any spoilers because like I am like actually fully invested and like want to find out what happened on my own. So because like there are 12 episodes out and there's like 16 in total, so like 4 haven't got released yet. So people are ahead of me, so I need to catch up like as soon as possible because like I'm really wasting like precious time. But like last night I watched the episode and it was like 12:30 and I was like, I really want to watch the next episode, but I forced myself not to. And then I woke up and I was like, I want to watch the next episode. Like I have not stopped thinking about this K-drama, but the thing is I've been so busy today that I actually haven't been able to watch it. So like right after this, my dance got scheduled canceled for tonight, so I'm going to watch it and I'm so excited. But it's really good. It's really cute too. So
yeah, I gotta start it It's on
a
my list.
recommendation.
You know what I honestly have? I have like an anti-bias, like something I hate that's happening in my life right now.
Every week when I come up to think of a bias, I'm like, we should really change the podcast to like things we hate, because I can always easily think of those, but things I like it takes me a minute to think.
Yeah, I mean, there's a long list of things I hate, but
Same.
particularly my issue has been lack of sleep. I like don't okay, I'm like a little dramatic. Like I do sleep, but it takes me like hours to fall asleep, and then it means I don't sleep enough because I have to wake up at a certain time in the morning, and then I'm just like in a perpetual state of exhaustion to where like my eyes like hurt all the time, and it's just like not the vibe. And I don't know how to correct it because I've tried everything. Like I take melatonin, I meditate, like I do all this stuff before bed to like try and help it. And it's not working. And like I'll be like literally so exhausted, but I just can't fall asleep. So it's kind of tragic.
Yeah, that's the worst.
But what was your thing that you hate? Did you have one particular thing or no?
I'd go all day. Mainly
Okay.
these, and this might be like sensitive topic because I know we don't want to bring school into the podcast, but like I'm taking these 3 online PE classes right now because I need to take them to graduate, and I am so annoyed. These teachers just constantly text you and your parents every single day, and it's like, I'm gonna finish the class, like I'm gonna do it, trust me. But like, oh my god. And then today I had a call with one, and I always forget that most of my teachers live in Eastern time, but like I live in Central time, Florida, which is like only a very small part of Florida. So they schedule these calls at like 12:30, and I'm like, oh, 12:30, but it's actually, they call me at 11:30, and I always forget. So today I had one, and I got a random call, and I'm like, oh my god, and I'd answer it. So then I'm talking, and like already he's going in and out, and I can kind of barely hear him. And then the freaking lawn people come, and they're right outside my window. And it's like, okay, a lawnmower is usually pretty loud, but like I could usually like just get by it. They're like, I feel like they are banging on my wood. It is so loud. And I'm like, oh my god. So I'm already like flustered that he called early, and like I haven't studied. I don't have my laptop open because like I need to Google the answers or something, you know? But so I'm like, but then I can't hear him because the call's going out, and then this noise is out there. I'm like, oh my god. And at one minute the call just goes silent for like a whole minute. And I'm like, hello? Hello? And he's like, you're going in and out. And I'm like, oh my god. So I literally take my laptop and my phone, and I run to my living room. And I'm like, is this better? And he's like, oh, yes. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I was like, the lawn people are at my house, and you called early, and I don't know. I'm like freaking out to the teacher. The teacher's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I called early. Like next time we'll clarify what time. And I'm like, no, it's fine. He's like, do you want me to call you back later? I'm like, no. Like, let's just get it done with at this point. And he's like, so we do it. It like goes perfectly fine. Like the questions are low-key so easy, but like, and it's fine. And at the end, he's like, okay, well, have fun with the lawnmower people. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
No, not the lawnmower.
It's so embarrassing. And then like he also has to give me the password to my next exam. So he says it, and he's like, the password goes out. Like I literally can't hear him. I'm like, oh my god, I have to ask him again what the password is. I'm like, can you say that one more time? He's like, yeah, the password. I didn't hear it again. I heard like half the word. And I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like, yeah, got it. And then later I had to text him and be like, could you tell me what the password is? And he's like, yeah, the password's black. Like that was literally the password, black. And I was like, oh my god.
Well, don't leak it. Spoilers for the.
I was actually worried there for a second. But and then I was like, finally be able to take the exam. But I was like, Jesus Christ, like it was so traumatizing. Like and nothing went right.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. So another one I could go on about is NHS, because NHS sucks. And don't do it. If you're a kid who's like, oh, should I join NHS? Nope. Stop right there.
Oh.
Don't join NHS. It's pointless. I feel like I barely even put it on half my college applications, and didn't like matter. Like, oh my god. Okay. So
Okay, well, on that note. So funny. But like seriously, we can end it on that note.
yeah.
So as always, thanks for listening, Laurel. Thanks for making it this far. We hope you guys enjoyed. We should have another episode on Sunday, maybe. Unless we wanted to wait until after the Oscars, but I don't think we really care enough to wait.
Yeah.
So
maybe when the Grammys happen, we'll wait till after the Grammys.
yeah.
But like Oscars, it's like low key gonna be bad. I saw a tweet and it was like the next thing the Oscars is gonna announce that they're gonna slime the winners. I was like, that's so funny.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys on the next one. If you have any ideas of what we should talk about, hit us up on Instagram, because we always go through this thing. We're like, what should we talk about? And now I feel like I'm just at the point where maybe we should just turn it on and be like, so what's up?
Yeah, and try. And I think that could work. We definitely have to try it, because some days I feel like we might just be like,
yeah. Because last night we FaceTimed. Was it last night or was it the night before? No, it was 2 nights ago. But we also FaceTimed last night. Oh yeah, we FaceTimed 2 nights in a row.
No, it was last night. I think you're talking about.
No, I was talking about the first night when I was going through the breakdown on Snapchat. That was the first night.
Oh yeah.
And then yesterday you FaceTimed me specifically to ask about Stray Kids.
No, it was about. I was telling you about Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh my God, we didn't even
talk
about that.
Can we bring that up?
Yeah. Let's talk about. Okay. Sorry.
This is looking a mess, but I'm here for it. Okay, so here's the thing. If you guys aren't familiar, Meg Thee Stallion, 100%. That's not 100%. This is my official statement. 100% got shot by Tory Lanez in the foot, and if you don't believe me, you're wrong. But so she has a court case going on right now against him or something, because I don't know the entire logistics. So she's in this court case, and they're a ton of people are hating on her and don't believe her, which is she has a lot of proof of why that he completely did shoot her. I'm really flustered. So someone made a tweet being like, Meg Thee Stallion needs to show the bullet in her foot or else I'm never going to believe her on Twitter. And Meg usually doesn't really respond to at least her court cases. She sometimes responds to hate on Twitter, but not her court cases or anything. And she's like, I never talk about this stuff, but you guys are crazy. And I don't know what else to say. She's like, and she went on a long thread about it. But I was 100% go off and as she should, but also it sucks that she has to even say this. And then she started going on about how, because apparently she has a horrible management and she's under this horrible company and label or something. Carl. And so there's this guy, Carl, and I guess he's her manager or I don't even know. But she just starts dragging Carl, and it's go off, F Carl, you know what I mean? I don't know who Carl is, but oh my God, he sucks. Just reading the tweets, she's like, Carl, and you better not even be mad. I'm not deleting these tweets. And it's just yes, I agree. And, but which brought me to this other point, which is that I saw a TikTok, and it was it was playing Butter, the remix featuring Meg Thee Stallion. And it was I really can't believe this song made BTS and Meg Thee Stallion go to court. And I was like, they went to court against each other? I was so confused. And then I'm reading the comments and I'm like, oh my God, no. Meg's a label or company management, I don't know, we're you don't want to be on the song. This isn't going to be a good look for you. Don't do this, blah, blah. And Meg's no, I'm collabing with BTS. You know what I mean? And Meg's I want to do this. You guys shouldn't stop me. And BTS is we really want her on the song. Is there anything we could do? So I don't know how also it got into a court case, but it got into a court case, and there was apparently $150,000 fine, and BTS just paid for it. And and then there's also a thing in the contract where it's Meg would feature on Butter, and then that also means that BTS has to feature on one of her future songs. So we're still waiting. But also that's just so cool. First of all, that BTS just completely paid for it and was we really want her on this song. We'll do anything, you know. But
Yeah.
also, like, once again, screw Carl, because, like, who does he think he is being like, no, Meg can't be on this BTS song?
True. All
And
true.
basically, this is just all in all that I love Meg Thee Stallion. Like, I would do anything for her. I don't really even know that much about her or, like, anything, but I love her. Also, I have a question. Is she still dating, what's his name? Cardi? What's his name? Let me look it up. Meg Thee
I don't
Stallion
know. To be honest, I don't keep up
boyfriend.
with
Cardi.
her like personal life a lot.
No, but what I've seen from them is that they're really cute. But oh, did they break up?
Ooh, awkward. Are they still together?
Oh no.
They're still
Wait.
together? She doesn't know. She can't read. It's fine.
I mean, it says
Okay.
who.
Hello. Okay, it's not important. Who cares?
No, they are still together, but they're so cute. At least that's what I think.
Oh.
People had thought they broke up because they like deleted a couple pictures off each other, but they're still together.
Well, good
So I'm
deal.
like, good for her, you know what I mean? But also, like, she used to go through so much crap. But the thing is, she's just making bops. So, like, why do you guys hate on her so much? Like, she's done nothing wrong, I feel like.
Yeah. Also, like, just the fact that people are like, we don't believe you got shot. It's like, well, she
Oh.
did get shot. Like, what do you
I
mean?
know.
It's like, that's just that's a stupid thing to argue.
Yeah.
It's like
you think she put the bullet in her foot? Like,
yeah. Well, it's like, even if she did put the bullet in her foot, like, she still got shot. Like,
yeah.
like it shouldn't be an argument of whether or not she was shot. Like, if you want to be like, he didn't shoot her, like, you can be entitled to think that, even though, again, I would think you would be wrong. But, like, to straight up be like, I'm not gonna believe she got shot unless she shows me the bullet. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
It's like, that's so stupid. It's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But all that to say, we stand Meg.
Mm-hmm. I also think it's just so cool that she still graduated and, like, so impressive. Because if that were me, girl, I would never complete my college degree.
Same.
Like, it would not even
Fuck
be
that.
a thought. Yeah.
Literally, screw that. It'd be
So,
a no for me.
we love Meg, and that is that.
Yeah. I saw a funny tweet. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to bring this up because it's going to start a whole other topic conversation.
Let's just do it. I need to know now.
It was, I saw a tweet about the BTS, like, meal that happened at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, y'all remember when the BTS meal, like, brought about, like, World War III in the armies? And, like, I didn't realize, but, like, I guess it brought out, like, a ton of, like, PETA Save the Animal armies that, like, were, like, BTS is advertising, like, fake chicken, like, killing chickens or something. And it was, like, this whole thing. And I was literally like, oh my god, like,
Only army.
dumbass me was literally like, oh my god, BTS, like, McDonald's is like the superior, I feel like, sponsorship, like, ever. Like, I mean,
same.
I guess, like, I disagree, you know, with the fundamentals of McDonald's as a corporate organization because they probably exploit their workers. Yeah, you know, I gotta say that. Disclaimer. But, like, their food slaps. So, like, if I was gonna get a brand deal, like, I'd want it to be like something that I enjoy, which, like, I know we've talked about before, but BTS gets great sponsorships.
Oh, so good. And have you seen the rumors about the Nike sponsorship coming up? Oh, I would be so happy.
Yeah, but does that mean that their Fila one's over?
I don't know. I was thinking that too.
Because if I were, I mean, I guess it depends, but, like, I feel like if I were Fila, I would have made BTS sign a contract of exclusivity to where, like, I mean, you have to pay.
You know, it is crazy that they were wearing, like, Air Forces.
Yeah, like, you have to, like, obviously you have to pay more money, so, like, maybe they just literally couldn't afford BTS, but, like, I feel like you would get your return, like, so well on that to be like, you cannot wear any other shoe brand, talk about any other shoe brand, like, except us. But
I think the thing with Fila, like, I know they had a sponsorship with them for, like, a while, but I think at least for, like, the LA concerts, all their, oh, maybe not, because they wear the same outfits for the Seoul concert, but most of their outfits were, like, they had this, I think the sponsorship was, like, Fila LA concert outfits. Like that was like what they sponsored. So I think it might just be like now for certain events or something. Maybe they like or like things. I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, or maybe their contract's literally just up. Like maybe it was only a couple year thing, and now they're like, okay, like maybe Nike offered them some cha-ching.
Oh, I bet. But also, like every time I see Louis Vuitton, I'm like, oh, BTS. Also, anytime I see Gucci, I'm like, oh, Harry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is really interesting. The like second, almost. I mean, like it's always been a thing. Like obviously, like celebrities always wear designer clothes and like don't have to pay for them and stuff. But it is interesting now that it's like the second wave of like instead of using models, like they now use like celebrities as like the face of their brand.
Yeah.
Like artists and like actors and stuff. Like I do think that's interesting. It's not just like they wear the clothes, like now they like are the whole brand. It's like a little it's weird because it's like I feel like it kind of takes some of the fashion out of it. Cuz it's like the whole point was to like create a like brand on your own of like what your name represents, but now it's just like oh Gucci's Harry Styles. Not like Gucci's like this whole thing. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
It also sucks for like models and stuff, but that's like the whole modeling industry is a whole other thing.
Modeling industry is so fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a completely other topic that we don't have time for. All right, so I guess we should really wrap it up there after we went on like a 15-minute tangent about absolutely nothing.
This felt like more like a FaceTime call.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed that.
That's the thing. Like that's what I was trying to say earlier on is like Maddie and I FaceTime 2 nights in a row and like I FaceTimed her and had absolutely nothing to talk about and then we talked for like an hour and a half. And it was just like literally so funny.
And another part of it is like we talk about things we talk about every day, but it still hits. Like it still makes me laugh.
Yeah. I had a really funny joke the other night that I won't say on the podcast.
Yeah.
That like Maddie and I were dying at. So.
More comedians.
Yeah, we are really fucking funny. Maybe we should host the Oscars. Is Tom hosting the Oscars?
No. I don't know if they've announced it. Wait, no, they have.
Who's hosting the Oscars? Wait, sorry, this is a whole other tangent, but
they have announced it.
This made me think because there was the rumor that Tom Holland was hosting it.
It's not. It's Regina Hall, Amy Schumer, and Wanda Sykes. Because I remember. Okay, we're not. Whatever. But no, he's not. Okay. But I saw a tweet the other day that was like, if the Oscars want to say this Oscars, bro, call up Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya right now and have them host. You know what I mean? And it's like, you get a whole new demographic that are going to watch the show.
No, literally, if they got Tom and Zendaya to host the Oscars, it'd be the most watched Oscars like in the past like decade. Like
every Gen Z would watch it.
The public is eating them up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even randoms are like, I love them.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Okay, they were spotted in Boston the other day because he's filming a movie there, and they were at like a coffee shop just sitting, and people like took a ton of pictures of them. But then someone posted pictures, and Z's mom Claire responded, and we love Claire by the way. But I can't remember exactly what she said, but she was just like, something like they're just like regular people. I don't understand why people always have to take photos of them or something like that. Pretty nice, like a valid concern. Also, like, you know, like whatevs. This girl responded. I think she's like a Zendaya Tom Holland stan. I don't know, but also like if you are, like you're not because like you were so mean. She's like, bro, how can you gatekeep Zendaya and Tom Holland? Like, what are you talking about? To Zendaya's mom.
He probably doesn't know it's Zendaya's mom.
No, people responded to her and being like, dude, you're talking to Zendaya's mom right now. And she's like, I don't care. She shouldn't be thinking like this. It's like, huh?
Yeah, that's so stupid.
What? Like, hello? But it was crazy.
The best part of that was the tweet that the guy they were sitting next to posted on Twitter where he was like, he has like headphones on and is like on his laptop and he's like, bro, I was just out here at the cafe trying to make some sick beats. Like, what the heck?
Well, did you see Drew Monson? Because it looks like Drew Monson. Do you know who that is?
No, but let's not get into it.
Okay. It looked like him and he made like a fake joke being like, oh yeah, like whatever. And then the real guy came out and showed it was him.
Oh, that's cool. All right. So now we're
Okay.
really gonna end.
Yes,
because we
goodbye.
went on way too long. All right, we will see you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.